don't have the time to handle your savings and investments? You can automate them and your money will remain in the right places to give you great returns. Returns on investment is one. Another is the ease of investment. You can set up a systematic investment plan and your money will go into the mutual fund scheme that you want automatically. This is because when you set up an SIP, you give auto-debit instructions to your bank to debit the SIP amount every month. This automation makes it easy for you to invest regularly without the hassles of having to remember investment dates or even deciding the amount you should invest. In fact, if you want the SIP to continue uninterruptedly, you will need to have funds in your account. So you will not use those funds for any purpose. Automating your investments is of course a good thing. You can do that systematically for all your savings and investments. How? It is pretty simple. Hey guys, this is Prarthana from ClearTax and I will tell you the steps to automate savings and investments. Let's begin.
One account. The first thing you should do is consolidate your funds into a single account. Having multiple accounts will mean difficulty in managing your income. If you transfer the funds to a single account, you will know exactly how much you have and what you can afford to do with the money. Ideally, choose an account that gives you the highest interest rate. There are banks that are still offering more than 4% for savings account. Next, start with the bills. Got EMIs? Set up an auto-debit instructions for all your loans. You can do that for your credit card bills too. If you have an account with the bank that issued your card, issued and inquire about the auto-debit facility. You can set up auto-debit instructions to either debit the credit card's minimum due or the total due amount every month. The bank will automatically debit your savings account and pay the credit card bill on the due date. If you want a good credit score, choose to pay your bills in full every month. Other bills such as your mobile bill and rent payments can also be automated. Number 3. Automate savings. You can choose to either save using a recurring deposit or a fixed deposit. If you are choosing a fixed deposit, you can go for an auto sweep account. This will help you move idle funds in your savings account into a deposit account that earns you higher returns. You can withdraw from the deposit anytime and the money will be credited to your savings account. This is usually best suited for those who require liquidity through the month. Others can go for a recurring deposit. This is one of the best investments if you are risk averse. Number 4. Automate investments. As I mentioned earlier, automating your mutual funds investments is very easy. You can even automate your stock investments. Brokers now offer trading platforms where you can choose to invest a specific amount in a stock every month. This is very similar to SIP. Only here you will be investing in a single stock and the risk will be much higher. Want to invest in gold? You can start a SIP in gold ETFs. These give you returns that are in line with that of gold in the bullion market. You can't possibly automate investments in physical gold unless you choose to invest through a gold jewelry scheme. These schemes will only allow you to buy gold jewelry and not coins and bars. So you will actually lose out on the returns due to all the wasted charges, making charges and stone charges. That is why gold ETFs are better. At least 10 to 20% of your take-home pay has to go into investments.
Once you know where exactly your money has to go, you will be able to direct your income so that your money is at the right places. Ideally, you should have separate investments for each your goals. For example, your investments for retirement should not be the same as your investments for buying a house. This way, you will not be tempted to dip into your savings. Keep a separate fund for emergencies as well. You can automate the process for creating an emergency fund too. You should invest in liquid mutual funds and fixed deposits to create this fund. Of course, you can use an auto-debit for doing this. Handling your finances can be very simple and rewarding when you automate your whole process. Try doing it and you can easily rein in those expenses and make great returns in the long run. Thank you so much for watching the video. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to Clear Tax's YouTube channel for regular videos on finance. Stay tuned and take care.